Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Gabriela. I make videos about fragrance, self-care, mental health. I do vlogs, life as an actor in LA, astrology, basically whatever else I feel like talking about. So if that sounds like your jam, please stick around and subscribe. We just like to have a good time here and talk about fun, diverse things. My last video was a mall rat haul where I went to the mall and bought Bath & Body Works products and Victoria's Secret bikinis. So if you want to check that out, check it out. That's the kind of stuff we do on this channel. But today I'm coming at you with another fragrance review, and it is of a new fragrance by one of my favorite fragrance houses of all time, Michael Malul. And this is a new fragrance that has recently come out, and it is called Nightfall. I'm gonna just jump into it. This is the box. I have it out of the box, of course, because I've been using it, but it comes in a nice, simple box like this, and on the back it says the notes. It's called 508 Nightfall, and the top notes are bergamot zest, apricot, and pink pepper. Mid notes, jasmine, tuberose, Moroccan orange flower. You know, orange blossom, my favorite. Base notes, patchouli leaf, vanilla, caramelized moss. So this can be categorized as kind of a warm, floral chypre fragrance. And it's actually funny because the nose behind this fragrance, her name is also Gabriela. So it's kind of pretty cool that I love this fragrance. I'll tell you right now, I love it. So here's the bottle. It's very pretty, ambery, not quite ambery, like golden beigey liquid, a gold cap, and gold sprayer, and here is the label. It says 508 Nightfall, Michael Malul. I want to give a quick thank you to Michael Malul for sponsoring this video. I have worked with them many times. I always give my honest opinion. Check out my past reviews on my channel because I give you the entire lowdown. But let's talk about Nightfall. This is really exciting to me from Michael Malul because they haven't put out something like this before. This is pretty much, it feels like it was made for me. This is a date night, sexy, warm, seductive, mature, flirty fragrance, that's what I love. I love orange flower, and I like to smell flirty, but not childish and immature. I think the reason this fragrance nails that balance of flirty and youthful, but also sexy and mature, but not granny, is because they haven't used any very juicy berries with the floral. You know, the juiciest thing besides bergamot would be apricot, and to me apricot is quite dry. The smell of apricot, it's not like strawberry, raspberry, even peach. It's not one of those that you smell and you think of juices dripping down your hand. And for some reason those notes kind of give me little girl type of fragrance vibes sometimes if they're not balanced out well. So I think the apricot is a great addition to make the scent youthful and vibrant and fun, but not in a way that's immature. I was really pleased when I smelled this because the men's fragrances from Michael Malul are very sexy. I wear a lot of the men's scents. I find them to be quite unisex, so those are when I want to feel sexy, spicy, strong, I wear those. But the women's fragrances that I've smelled so far from Michael Malul have not been in this vein, and this is ideal for me. So if I can describe it, when I first smell it, when I first spray it and in the bottle, it gives me a little bit of La Vie est Belle, for those of you that like La Vie est Belle, because of that nice orange blossom. It gives me instantly, I thought of Juicy Couture's older sister. Juicy Couture all grown up. There's something, you know, whether or not you wear the Juicy Couture fragrances, whether or not you like the bottles, to me there is something addictive about that line, and there's something in this that is the same. It is just so sexy in a non-pretentious way, and in a not cheap way. It's the sexy that we all want to be. It's approachable, sort of, a little bit intimidating, but in a fun way. Like that person in the club that you really want to go talk to, but it's like, I better come correct. I know that I can approach them. They're not a snob, and they're not giving me dirty looks, but they're not just talking to everybody. So I really got to come correct because there's something about them that I just can't keep my eyes off of. This also reminds me a lot of one of my favorite fragrances in my early 20s, which was Jimmy Choo Illicit. I believe that fragrance also has orange blossom, and vanilla. And it reminds me a lot of this, but this to me is much more complex. This fragrance goes on a major, major journey. It is the opposite of a linear fragrance. So what you smell right now is gonna be so different on 10 minutes on the skin and so different from 4 hours, 6 hours on the skin, and it does last that long. To me, this dries down to a creamy, skin-like floral, very warm. It's almost as if you also like Voce Viva, or you tried to like Voce Viva, but it was too screechy for you, which it ended up being for me on the skin. It never warmed up on me, and I couldn't hang with it, so I gave it to my mom. I don't want to smell like a screechy floral perfume, and with this, you will not. If you are someone who is afraid of florals, if they often give you a headache, it's like headache inducing, like it pierces you right here. It's just too loud. This is a great one. This is very, very dry. That's how I can describe it. There's nothing wet and juicy about it. Even the vanilla in here smells like vanilla shavings or like a vanilla pod. The flowers, the white flowers in this make it also dry. This fragrance, if it were a makeup product, I don't know why I was thinking of this, but it reminds me of Rouge, like old school blush. Blush in a Chanel compact. It is not lip gloss. It's not sticky glitter, none of that. So this is not something that I would wear Netflix and chill. You know, you're gonna snuggle, anything like that, because it's not a casual scent. But again, it's not an over-the-top, prissy, sort of unattainable scent. It is like that girl in the restaurant that is gorgeous, wearing a sequin dress, big hair, smoky eye, like maybe Samantha Jones, Carrie Bradshaw mix if Carrie weren't so toxic, that type of style, just loud and fun. Elegant though, and she's a girl about town, and you wonder how she's been wearing those heels all night and is still comfortable. And she dances and she orders fun drinks and she starts little conversations with people at the bar. But there's just something, maybe she has like a pashmina and it's draping off her shoulder and she gives you a little look and then she goes back to her business. It is just so enthralling and seductive. If you have a first date that is a nice first date, you know, to a nice restaurant, maybe you're gonna go to a restaurant and then to a club, this is it. If it's anniversary dinner, if it is celebrating a new job, if there's a promise of anything hot in the night happening, whether that's with a partner or meeting somebody new or a girl's night out, just all the attention on you, this is what you want to be wearing. So yeah, when I smell it, that's when the fragrance is most vibrant, most juicy, if it's going to be juicy at all. That's when it's the most flirty, the first 30 minutes. So that's when it reminds me of Jimmy Choo Illicit, La Vie est Belle, the Juicy Couture fragrances. Once it's on the skin, not so. Once it's on the skin, it does not remind me of La Vie est Belle Juicy. It gets deeper and darker. I've been wearing it all day, and now on my skin, it smells almost like a very mature oriental. If you know Ralph Lauren Blue, I don't know why, and it's not totally similar, but the dry down reminds me of that. This is a little bit more sexy than Ralph Lauren Blue, but it reminds me of how I feel when it dries down. I feel gorgeous. I don't feel like I'm trying. The projection isn't crazy. The sillage, that's not gonna be crazy either. It's not one of those where you are gonna walk by a group of people and you're gonna blast them out unless you put a ton of this on. This is for those close encounters. If you're sweating in the club, I can imagine the sweat would reactivate this fragrance and just make it so good. So it is for those of you that want a sexy, bold scent, but don't want something so in your face, like a lot of very high-end perfumes. They'll put a lot of oud, or the florals will be very loud, or something like rose and oud, and it's just kind of, that can smell expensive, but it's also a little bit loud, and it also sometimes makes you feel like the fragrance is introducing you, rather than it's a part of the whole look. This, to me, is the perfect finishing touch to a going out look. This is what you wear when something is gonna happen. Magic, there's sparks in the air. Nightfall is the perfect name for it. Like, this is so, pandemic is coming to an end. We're getting dressed up again. We're going to get our hair done. We've got our lashes on, our nails are done. We've got a new outfit, and we are gonna live life again. And whatever adventure tonight brings, we're ready for it, and we're gonna be smelling like this. So my sexy, sexy fragrance lovers, if you're someone with a sensitive nose like me, I'm thinking of Scandal, Girl of Now. Those didn't work for me. It was too much right here. This is like a cello. This fragrance has heart. This fragrance sits here. It's like a warm, like a brandy drink, something like that. It's like, say it with your chest. This is like grounded, sexy. It's great. I would wear this out in the summer, I suppose. At night here in LA, it's still been pretty cool, like 60s at night. So this is great, like rooftop drinks. If you're gonna meet your partner's friends and you want them to see you as like the cool girl, but she's still hot, because come on, be honest, we all want our partner's friends to think that we're pretty. We want them to be like, yeah, they picked a good one. This is what I would wear. But I can't wait to break this out in like the fall when it starts to get a little crisp at night. That's perfect, and I can really load up on this. Hot summer nights, 90 degrees, sticky, no. I wouldn't wear this, but I'm also very picky as to what I choose to wear during that type of weather anyway, because it's a lot to wear fragrance when it's that hot. But, oh yeah, like night out in New York City, night out in LA, night out in Vegas, like hitting all the fanciest restaurants and clubs. Oh my God. I just can't wait to see what adventures I encounter while wearing Nightfall. This is amazing. It makes a great gift. Guys or people dating women, people dating feminine energy people who like sexy, juicy couture, and they need something to switch it up. This is a great gift. To me, this is a really, really safe blind buy. It's like an everybody pleaser, but it's still unique. So if you're looking especially to break away from some old regular fragrances that you've been wearing, but you like that genre, this is like a one size fits all special evening occasion. Am I gonna wear this to like meet my partner's parents? No. But anybody else that I really want to impress, listen, I'll put it this way. If you'd show cleavage in front of them, you wear this, okay? If you wouldn't show cleavage, put this one away for another time. But this and cleavage go very well together. All right, that is my review of Michael Malul Nightfall. I'm gonna link everything down below so you can find it for yourself. I always have the hookups for you guys, and it's an affiliate link, so I really, really appreciate you going through those links when you purchase perfumes that I've talked about, because it helps support my channel. It gives me a little bit of kickback commission, and it's just nice, you know? It's nice to also be notified that you guys are enjoying and trying out the perfumes that I suggest. You know the passion in my eyes when I'm raving about a fragrance, and this got me there. So that's Nightfall by Michael Malul. I'm gonna stop rambling and probably spray more of this on myself right now. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you in my next one. Mwah! Bye guys.